Well, it looks like I took the big plunge. About a month ago, I winded up submitting my application so I could retire. I'm going to turn 62 in this June, a couple months from now. And I'm going to get my first check from retirement in August. And my plans for the last few years was to retire, get out of the United States and move to Europe, because I was born in Europe, so I'm already a citizen, and I do have an ID, and it is cheaper to live where I'm going. And so I took the big plunge, and for the last few months I've been, because there's a lot at stake here. This is like the biggest decision I've ever made. Now, to start off, I didn't retire because I feel like I can't work anymore. I feel perfectly strong. I feel, I recently was working on a job, and it was heavy work, and I was keeping up with all those younger guys without a problem. All right, and these kids or these guys, I could have been their grandfather. You know what I mean? So it's nothing like that. A few other things, I don't like, getting up in the morning. It's starting to become a drag because I've had a lot of free time, driving for like 20 minutes to get to work or something early in the morning. You got to be there by 6 or whatever. Working with a bunch of idiots, and every job, there always seems to be some sort of thing where something is just not adding up correctly. Like they are taking advantage of you in one way or another. For every job, and I've been job hunting and going to jobs, and I get on the job. If I don't like it, I leave the next day. I don't even care. I'm just fed up with it. So, and I've been doing this now for a while now, for the last year or so. I've been really, because I'm just fed up with it. I'm fed up with working with the idiots. I also noticed that with every job, there's some sort of thing that doesn't add up. Like the last job, they wanted me to work there, but they didn't want to give me full benefits, And I thought I deserve full benefits. I'm a human being. I deserve full benefits. I'm doing a full-time job. But there's always this little catchphrase thing going on that doesn't seem to add up. And the job before that, they wanted to pay me a salary, and they demanded that I stay there more than 40 hours a week. In other words, I had to stay like an extra half hour to an hour every day, and sometimes even longer. And the pay wasn't that great. I was making better pay about 2 years ago. I was making better pay than that. So there's always this sort of thing where you feel like you're being taken advantage of. That's happening, and I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. So now, if I could get myself another job up until, So the thing is that I recently, today, I got all my tickets, one-way tickets. It's probably the first time I've ever bought one-way tickets in my life. All right. I bought a one-way ticket to where I'm from because I want to go visit the beach up there. I want to go visit my hometown. I want to go visit a few gravestones. And I'm not really looking for anybody. I got family out there, but I'm not really looking for anybody. I don't think that they really care about me. So I'm going to go visit my hometown and for a few days. And then from there, I got another one-way ticket to the destination that I'm going. And to that destination is basically where I was born. I'm going to go visit a few spots there. I'm going to go visit to where my father was born, the village where my father was born, and visit that place. And then I'm probably going to go to mainland Europe. It's basically what I'm thinking about. So I took the big plunge, and for the last few months, it's been very nerve-wracking. When am I gonna go? Trying to get all the dates set up and the money set up, and trying to save as much money as you possibly can, because I'm retiring only with the retirement. So I'm retiring like I don't have no 401k. I don't have no backup. I got backup money saved up in the bank, but I'm only gonna live off my retirement check. I've done all my research and I can do it. But it is nerve-wracking because you don't know how easy it's going to be. You don't know if the landlords are going to say, hey, you need to show an income of you earning our country's income, not your country's income. You know, I've heard that happens once in a while, that they want to see an income from the country that you're moving to, not from where you're from, you know, because they don't rely on America anymore. So, and I also got sick of living in the United States. I mean, it seems like a very lonely society now. Things have really changed. I just came from a walk downtown. I took a walk downtown. I visited this coffee shop that I like. Took a walk. And as I'm walking around downtown, I'm remembering it 15, 20 years ago. And remembering all the spots and looking at all the spots. Hey, I remember when this was there, and I remember when, and almost everything looks like a shell of what it used to be. A shell of what it used to be. And this is a very expensive area, high-tech capital of the world, right? Very, and it looks depleted. People downtown living on the sidewalk. They're living on the sidewalk. You know, they set up little boxes and tents all over the place. All the buildings are abandoned. All the old businesses are no longer there. There's not many people walking around doing anything. It looks like a shell of what it used to be. Trust me, America back in the 70s and the 80s and even into the 90s was a lot more busy and active, and people were a lot more happier back then. I'm just stating my facts. That's it. So it looks like a shell of itself. Now, this is not just where I live. This is spreading throughout the whole country. Now, people can say, oh, well, where you're going to go, it ain't so great. Yeah, of course it has problems. But I get free medical. I get free medical. I don't have to pay all these crazy. If I get a cancer or something, I can go to the doctor and they're going to take care of me. Free medical, you know? So not like over here. You get sick over here, you go to a hospital, you wind up in debt till they put you in your grave. It's just ridiculous. You know? So, and they say, but look, I've been there. I've visited. I go there every year. I go to Europe every year. I go to Italy, Spain, Portugal. I visit these places. This time I think I'm going to go to France. I visit these places. People can say that place is going down, but I'll tell you what, when I'm there, and I'm going in at the end of this month in May, I'm going there again to Italy. When I'm there, what I see is a vibrant city. I see people walking around all over the place, people all over the place. The stores are not all empty. There's like 10% of the stores probably empty. Over here, you see like 40% of the stores empty. You know? People all over the place. It reminds me of what New York used to look like a long time ago. You know? Or them big cities like Boston. You know, I mean, we do have some cities that are still rocking, but it's really changed. So I'm leaving, and I'm gonna be making a new channel too. I'm gonna make a new channel, and I'm gonna document. I'm gonna have another channel, and I'm gonna document my travels, and it's going to be more along the lines of, you know, because I'm going to be living like a nomad wanderer for a while until I get where I want to stay. So there's going to be a lot of ups and downs and It's going to be a roller coaster ride. So I'm going to be kind of documenting all that with a new channel. But I'll still keep this channel up for my talks or whatever. And but yeah, man, I took the big plunge, and now I got everything ready. I'm going. I got a one-way ticket booked in July to where I'm from, and then in July, a couple of days later, I'm going to my destination, and from there, it's just start all over. It's just start all over. Now, I'm not looking for nothing fancy. I've come to realize that we tend to need a lot more than we actually, we tend to want a lot more than we actually need as I got older. Like, I don't want to own a car anymore. When I'm in Europe, I take the trains and the buses, and I get around just fine. I go anywhere I want, just fine. Anything I need, downtown is full. Bus, trains, I get around no problem. All I really need is probably a bike. Why do I need a car? The worst investment you could ever get is a car. Wear and tear on the vehicle, tires, oil changes, automobile insurance, problems with your motor. You know what, man? I don't even want to deal with that. Dealing with the DMV, I don't even want that anymore in my life. I don't even need it anymore. So this is going to be my last vehicle. Starting next month, I'm going to start looking into selling this. After I take my last vacation to Italy, I'm going to start looking into selling this, and then I'm gone. I'm gone. Bye-bye. It was nice knowing you. America, it was nice knowing you, but it's time to move on. Peace.